Hello and welcome to Cope Football, where today we're counting down 5 reasons why Kylian Mbappe's move to Real Madrid is a recipe for disaster. Number 5. The battle for the left flank. Vinicius Jr. has become one of the most destructive wide players in the world. With his blistering pace, mesmerizing dribbling ability, and eye for goal, Vinicius has become a nightmare for defenders, consistently wreaking havoc and creating scoring opportunities for his team from the left wing position. But with the arrival of Kylian Mbappe at Real Madrid, could Vinicius Jr.'s reign of terror on the left wing be in jeopardy? Whilst the prospect of Mbappe donning the iconic white jersey is undeniably thrilling, it raises questions about where Vinicius fits into the equation. Will his playing time be reduced? Will he be forced out of his position? And perhaps most importantly, how will he respond to the added competition for his position? An option to solve this is to move Vinicius out to the right wing to accommodate Mbappe. However, this is not ideal. One of the defining aspects of Vinicius Jr.'s game is his preference for the left wing. It's on this side of the pitch where he truly comes alive, showcasing his unique blend of speed and agility to take defenders down the line or cut inside on his stronger foot and wreak havoc on opposing defenders. Vinicius Jr.'s affinity for the left wing isn't just a matter of habit, it's where he feels most comfortable and confident. When Eden Hazard arrived at Real Madrid, Vinicius was shunted out to the right wing by Zinedine Zidane, and he failed to impress in an unfamiliar role, even admitting to the media that it was difficult to start playing on the right. He claimed that at every club, the right-footed players like to play on the left, like Hazard does. One might assume that the straightforward solution involves Vinicius taking up the left wing and Mbappe leading the attack as the striker. The problem with this is Mbappe has never been particularly good at operating as a central striker. He is at his best when drifting and gliding into the left half space, which is the same channel where Vinicius Jr. lives. There is simply not enough space on a football pitch for Vinicius and Mbappe to do the same thing. The brief period at PSG where Mbappe was asked by Christophe Galtier to play as the striker to accommodate for Neymar and Messi, he openly expressed his discontent with the situation. After a 2-0 win over Austria whilst on international duty, he told the media, "Different things are asked of me here than with regard to my club. I have a lot more freedom here. The coach knows he has a number 9 like Giroud, who occupies the defence, and I can move around and drop into spaces. It's different at PSG, you don't have that. I get asked to play as a pivot." He also aimed a snide dig at Galtier after a poor showing against Rams that ended in a 0-0 draw, where he was tasked with leading the line up front. He took to Instagram to post a picture of him in action with #PivotGang, caption beneath. So, when we consider Mbappe's history and preferences, it adds another layer of complexity to the situation at Real Madrid. Finding the right balance between accommodating Mbappe's desires and maximizing the talents of both him and Vinicius will undoubtedly be a challenge for the coaching staff and management at the club. Number 4. Spotlight struggle. The unexpected departure of Karim Benzema to Saudi Arabia left a void to be filled in attack. Up step Jude Bellingham. From the moment Jude Bellingham stepped on the pitch at the Santiago Bernabeu, he made an immediate impact, asserting himself as a dominant force in the side, and now Ballon d'Or favourite. Coach Carlo Ancelotti has worked closely with Bellingham to establish his role in the team, acting almost like a false 9 through the middle at times. But with a role which is defined by its freedom and by permitting Bellingham the opportunity to roam as he sees fit. Bellingham's ability to break between the lines and to arrive in the box at the right time has helped him score a ton of goals and demonstrate a poacher's instinct that nobody expected from the midfielder. Bellingham has become the main man, the face of the club, even being assigned the role as the primary penalty taker. Beyond his performances on the pitch, Bellingham's influence extends far beyond the confines of the stadium. With his charisma, maturity, and his professionalism, he's become a fan favourite and a commercial powerhouse for Real Madrid. His markability and appeal have skyrocketed, leading to lucrative Adidas boot sponsorship deals, endorsement opportunities, and a growing global fan base. But there can't be two Ballon d'Or winners. Mbappe's arrival undoubtedly brings an unparalleled level of star power and commercial appeal to the club, potentially overshadowing Bellingham's meteoric rise and stealing the spotlight both on and off the pitch. As Kylian Mbappe steps foot onto the grounds of the Santiago Bernabeu, there's an undeniable shift in the dynamics at Real Madrid, which will most likely result in Bellingham dropping back into midfield, producing less goal involvements and being taken off penalty duty. It will be interesting to see how this situation unfolds, as Bellingham has been tipped by so many after his explosive season to dominate football and beat Mbappe and Haaland to the throne left vacant by Messi and Ronaldo. Having Mbappe is never a bad thing, but fitting it all together while ensuring current Ballon d'Or favourite Jude Bellingham isn't negatively impacted won't be easy. Number 3. Farmers League. Real Madrid and Barcelona are clearly the two biggest clubs in La Liga. What has made the world so attracted to La Liga over the years is the rivalry between these two prestigious clubs. The rivalry between Real Madrid and Barcelona has had a profound impact on La Liga, elevating the league to global prominence and attracting millions of viewers worldwide. Matches between these two titans were must-watch events, drawing fans from all corners of the globe and generating immense excitement and anticipation. Over the years, El Clasico has produced countless memorable moments, from thrilling comebacks to controversial decisions, showcasing the talents of footballing legends at the peak of their powers, such as Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. These matches were not just battles for points, they were showdowns between two footballing giants vying for supremacy. What made La Liga and the El Clasico so thrilling to watch was the unpredictability. One game it would be Ronaldo stealing the headlines with a late winner. Another game it would be Messi scoring a hat-trick to give his team the edge in an entertaining title race. Nowadays, the El Clasico rivalry is a shadow of its former self, with Barcelona in financial turmoil. Already they cannot keep pace with Real Madrid in terms of star players and performances on the pitch, and Real Madrid adding Kylian Mbappe will only widen the distance. A Real Madrid side fitted with stars Mbappe, Bellingham, Vinicius Jr., Tchouaméni and Valverde competing in a title race against the Barcelona side that can't even register players and must rely on La Masia is simply a mismatch. The bigger the gap between the two clubs, the less appealing El Clasico and La Liga becomes for the viewer, as the outcome of a Real Madrid win becomes far too predictable. The last thing that La Liga will want is to be turned into a one-team league like Ligue 1 and the Bundesliga has been over the years. This will only see the Premier League pull further away in overall quality and unparalleled competitiveness. Number 2. Pathways blocked. Mbappe's arrival will mean Madrid score a lot of goals, sell a lot of tickets, and win a lot of things. But for a few other big signings, it could bring about uncomfortable starts to life in the Spanish capital. Endrick is the hottest commodity in Brazil, and Real Madrid's new €60 million signing. This is the most lucrative transfer ever of a player from the Brazilian market, and he has been dubbed to lead the next generation of Brazilian stars. A left-footed forward who can operate centrally or on the wing. He is fast, skillful, and shows a high football IQ and level of maturity for someone so young. Despite all of this, he is still only a teenager, and at this stage of his career, it is important that he carries on playing regularly for his development. This now becomes impossible due to the Mbappe signing. Kylian Mbappe is a player that plays every game possible, and Endrick will have to compete with Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, Bellingham, and Brahim Diaz for game time. This is a battle that has already seen Arda Güler succumb to. The Brazilian wonderkid cannot risk derailing his incredible development with a lengthy period on the bench, and with a Real Madrid attack now sport for choices, where do you see Endrick fitting in? Number 1. Haaland hijacked. There have always been assumptions that Erling Haaland was destined for a career at Real Madrid at some point, although it has subsided recently. There was a suspicion when Haaland moved to City that he might be in England for a good time, not a long time. He could have 2.5 years in Germany, 2.5 in England, and then in Spain, Italy, France, right? His father Alfie Haaland said in a documentary released not long after his son signed. It has long been known that he has always liked the idea of playing at Real Madrid. But with Mbappe finally arriving at the Spanish capital, it begs the question, what does it mean for Erling Haaland? Whilst it has been suggested that Haaland and Mbappe can coexist in the same side, at some point, fantasy must turn into reality. And the reality is that Haaland and Mbappe in the same team would be bad for both players, bad for sponsors, and bad for football in general. With both players being statistic-orientated players, it would be a clash of ambition and unsustainable. So, whilst the doors open for Kylian Mbappe's dream career at Real Madrid, another closes for Erling Haaland. There we have it. Those were 5 reasons against the Mbappe move to Real Madrid. If you have any other reasons or any solutions to the problems in this video, let us know in the comment section below and subscribe to the channel for more great content.